My name is Train Conductor Rhapsody, and welcome back to the trains. It's time to go. Random clan, random clan. Still working our way up to, two new clans as well. Still working our way all the way up to the, random clan, to level 10 on each of the clans, after which I will start focusing a little bit more on possibly raising Covenant levels. But at the same rate, I do feel like I have a lot more to learn about, especially Remnant and Stygian. Umbra, I feel like I got my footing in Umbra. Stygian and Remnant, I still need to. I've got some Remnant strats. Not all of them, clearly. Got some Stygian strats. Again, not all of them, clearly. Although, we do have Energy Siphon here to start with, which is very appealing to me, as well as apply stealth to two stealth to friendly units. So maybe we can get some, like, Mollusk Mages, get some spell damage bumps. We have primary is Remnant. Damn, I really wanted my primary to be the Stygian there. 7 energy on turn 1. Right now, that means nothing to me. It'll probably mean nothing to me all match. Okay, so Rector Flicker, burn bright, burn half as long as well though. It has burnout on it. I have this, which applies extra burnout, right? So the Whicklashes will extend its lifespan, so I feel like I'm gonna go for that. We're going for a burnout build. Now, I'm probably not gonna try and also splash this into being a reform build, because I've made mistakes, y'all. As much as I do want to do another reform build, maybe let that wait for just a little bit. Also, I do know that apparently the reform Rector Flicker is different in a patch that apparently is yet to arrive for me. Apparently there is an even more beta branch of this game that is even more exclusive, wherein the reform that Rector Flicker does at the end of the turn is directed rather than random, which would make it much more appealing. Okay, so we can have frontline enemy units of the Disciple Protector, backline of Disciple Foot Soldier. I can give those spikes because the Rector Flicker still kills the frontliners really easily, and then afterwards the Frozen Lance, like the backliners reveal, the Frozen Lance can kill it easily. I'm gonna take that. I don't think it's that bad. Honestly, as long as I always play Whicklash, I should be fine. Flicker, Whicklash. I could even drag. Yeah, drag it. Get drag. I mean that bottom floor is already done. I'm gonna engulfing smoke so I take less damage, but it's done. Gotta get a drag up here. Like honestly, Rector Flicker by itself is gonna kill the boss for me is my plan. Maybe that shouldn't be my plan. Alright, I'm gonna hold that extra drag rather than just playing it there. Because maybe it's not gonna have enough turns. Maybe. We'll see. Siphon, Lance, invisible. Okay, not even close. It's way too much damage to have a problem there. Good. Should I take one reform in the deck? Just in case. No. The more I chunk up the deck, the less I'm getting back to my Whicklashes, the more likely I need to reform it. Apply stealth 1 to friendly units, Dripfall. I could see Dripfall. One big problem we have is Rector Flicker is big, but they'll kill the frontline unit, and then how do I take out the rest of the units, right? Sometimes I might need to descend them back. But then they're going to be going, like, then I overstack the bottom floor, and then Rector Flicker still only kills one, and then that unit goes back up. Because when you descend the unit, it goes to the back of the floor. I'm going to take the money. Deal 5 damage to enemy units and apply Frostbite 10. That is a really good way to take out, like, the AoE. No. No. I already have 2 copies of Spell Weakness adding in my deck. I'm going to take Urchin Spines. I'm going to try and focus on Spell Weakness and Giant Nukes in the Stygian. So I could get a Stygian unit or Remnant unit. Remnant units. Honestly, I don't think I know either of these clans well enough yet to know what I'm looking for in either of them. Like, specifically, especially this early. Upgrades over here. Obviously, getting consume removal and cost reduction on Urchin Spike is good. Holdover on Wicklash would be incredible. Holdover on Engulfed in Smoke would literally mean I take no damage on a chosen floor. Holdover on the Energy Siphon means I can stack a bunch of Energy Siphon on someone and then just blow them up. Double stack is good for us still. Double stack is actually really good for us as well. Okay, Merchant Magic, you sold me. Permafrost. Sweet. Strike. Apply spell weakness to affected unit. That could sit behind the Rectiflicker. It'll sweep. I'll upgrade its damage, so it'll have the ability to take out backliners with up to... I mean, I'll probably end up giving it a Strength Stone if I can. So that's plus 6 damage, so it'll be able to take up... Like, it'll even be able to kill 2 health units with 5 armor, but it'll also kill every weak unit that's often in a backline. That sounds great to me. And it stacks spell weakness, and since I'm doing that on the bottom floor, the extra spell weakness means it'll travel with them as they go up. It's Silent Fight here, 100%. Very, very excited to have picked that up. Hate everything in this store. It's just not good for us. I could permafrost the Urchin Spikes, but yeah. I'm gonna cost reduce because the Wicklashes always need to be played, so I'm gonna cost reduce that. I'm also gonna reroll because I might actually cost reduce the other one as well. Okay, with double stack. Do I need Engulfed in Smoke at all? 4 spell weakness on a unit is pretty big. 4 burnout is really good. But honestly, holdover is probably a better way to get consistent on that. Honestly, this and then consume remove it becomes ridiculous. Sure. Then I'll cost reduce the other Wicklash as well. I never want to have a hand where I can't afford to play one because I have to play something else. They are the timer for my Rectiflicker, and they are my power in my boss fight, effectively as a direct result of that. At the start of battle, enemy units appear on each floor. I could set up the Rectiflicker on top floor right now. Honestly, yeah, that's no problem. Because Rectiflicker goes on the top floor, and then Silophyte also goes behind it. Silophyte does 1 damage. These are No, Clergymen are going to be the ones summoned. Cool. Okay, yeah, it's completely fine. Perfect. Now, unfortunately, the Reconciler is going to get a little bit of... Yeah, I'll put some purges in my deck, definitely, as a result of this. I'm not honestly that mad about that, though. Yeah, Drake dies soon anyway. Might as well chump block with it. They're all so weak to spells. They died at the thought of having to possibly face one later. That Reconciler actually ends up living. Rectiflicker doesn't deal enough to... never mind. I got a Dreg. Yeah, I've got Dregs coming up. I'll be fine. Let's engulf Yol in smoke. Get the Sinner's Burden out of here. Train Steward. Okay. I hate that that's my first Wicklash. Feeling real not great about my chances as a direct result of exclusively that. Have another Wicklash next turn. Obviously, I have the time while the boss ascends to get more Whiplashes. Hopefully, I do. It's entirely possible I don't. Should have put the Dreg in the front line. Now that it has +4 spell weakness, I'm going to be stacking more and more spell weakness on it and then using one hit. Ooh, great hand right there. It's going to take 36 damage to a Frozen Lance now. Which was enough to win that for us. I was going to burn out after one more round. Need more burnout removal in the deck. Burnout removal, sorry, burnout addition. Bad's not like, there's one that heals the unit and gives it extra burnout as well. No, I'm better off just removing cards from my deck if I'm going to be using that. Helical Crystals is a great giant damage, good upgrade target card that can like use our spell weakness effectively. I would actually permafrost that to keep it for a boss as well. Another Stygian unit as well as Forge my units to gain new powers. Honestly, Forge the units to gain new powers is very appealing right now, specifically for the Strength Stone I was talking about earlier. Multi-strike as well though. I probably should have checked the event first. Because now if the event gives... if the event... Oh no. Wait, another side fight? What if my bottom floor is Rectiflicker, Silophyte? I get extension to capacity next after the first boss. And then they're all just super spell weak and I just throw spells at them on the other floors. That sounds good. If this is Hef, okay, it's not Hef, thankfully. Penance Yard comes into view, a truly terrible sight. Dead Hellborn from across the 9 rings of hell is strung up as atonement just for existing. But at the base of these awful contraptions, you see familiar blights. Peeking out at you, you can see something of value underneath the rubble. What do you inspect further? Stasis rather, sorry. Playing a blight card deals 100 damage to the front enemy unit. We've also got when summoned, friendly units gain +1 damage for every blight card in your deck. That's actually not that bad, but it does dilute the deck in a way that I don't particularly like. And then when you play the first blight card of each turn, restore 5 Pyre health. I'm not going to take any of these because it's very important to me at this rate that I cycle back to my Engulfs. Engulfs, where are you? Hang on. It's very important to me at this rate that not to Engulfs. Where are you? Wicklash. It's very important to me I cycle back to Wicklashes, otherwise I will lose. So I need to remove cards from the deck at this point as well. Which, actually, speaking of... Am I going to dupe after the next? There's a double removal there as well as a... Spell Store is actually really important. Okay, I've got to save my money here. Spell Store is really important, obviously, because of holdover and because of permafrost, even. That is not the good side of the fight. Let's sack that on that floor to get another side fight set up. Okay. Starting to get some spell weakness stuck up on the boss already. Come on, Silophyte. Hey, got him. Wicklash huge. Reg to sack for the constructed explosive. Actually, no, it just eats the damage from the other two. Yeah, that's fine. Still works for me. Like that spell weakness. It's getting good. Really actually do need ways to heal the Rectiflicker as well. Gosh. Is that gonna be like an actual problem for us? I really need the Restore 10 Health, Apply Burnout 2 card that the Remnant have. Don't remember its name yet. Will eventually remember its name, just not yet. Okay, I've got an Engulfed in Smoke. We'll pop that on the bottom floor. Dreg here to get the unit to live. So this is 50 damage, right? So how many stacks do I need on Daedalus before it kills Daedalus? 50 damage. 10. Okay. One more stack and then a Helical Crystals and we win. In fact, actually, we got the extra stack there. As long as Daedalus is on a floor that is empty, is the thing. That's the extra little addition there, unfortunately. But removing... Dang. I'm not going to have an empty floor. It's going to have to be the top floor. Daedalus, please don't go to the top floor right now. Never mind, you didn't. But you also didn't. Now I don't. Dang. Actually, never mind. Our unit is already big enough. 90 damage. Okay. So I'm getting from this spell weakness. Good. Consume cards in hand and add a draft unit to your hand. Enhance with plus 10 for each card consumed. Enhance friendly unit with a bunch of extra damage. Well, 3 times the damage you put into the Wax and Spike and apply burnout 1. This is really bad. Like, that's really low value. A draft unit. So draft is the... Yeah, you can actually see it over there. It's burnout 1, multi-strike 1, 10, 5. The problem is, because it doesn't get extra burnout, unless I start putting burnout on it rather than my Rectiflicker, we don't good. We don't good. Look at the card art for that is gruesome as well, by the way. Just a little bit of a close look at that. Good lord. I can't take any of these. Legion of Wax. Extinguish. Summon 2 Twins of Wax. Enhance them with all of the enhancements and card upgrades on that unit. And then... those Twins of Wax summon 2 Motes of Wax. Enhance them and all enhancements on the card, or on the previous units, go to them as well. I need to. I have to. You need to have to. I need the extra capacity. I still do. That'll actually give me the ability to put a 2 size along with Legion of Wax as well. Consume removal on the Urchin Spines, 100%. Honestly, at this point, just cut cards from the deck. Like, that's it. I'm done. The dregs are kind of okay right now, but they're only okay right now because I need them as sacrificial units in front of my Rector in the early rounds. So let's get rid of these train stewards. Okay. 100% extra stats, thank you. Harvest, I mean... Hang on. That's health. Why is that not enough health for me? Because I'm using stealth for defense anyway. Purge card. Get another train steward out of here. 1 train steward stands behind the wax is good. Another thing that I want to do up, is to upgrade the Legion of Wax as much as I possibly can. As much as I want more spell upgrades, I think it's this just for the unstable portal. We'll go to the Merchant of Trinkets in the next area. I just spent a lot of money before going to Merchant of Trinkets, so hopefully this is money and it's good money. Yeah, it's money and it's good money, and it's also not that difficult for me to take. I might need to split up my my spell weakness characters, but it shouldn't be awful because these don't have that much upfront damage. Wait, hang on. Am I setting up on the top floor again with the Rector Flicker and the Icy Salafite? That's like really bad for the sake of the boss? Is it? No, it's fine against the boss just because Rector Flicker just got upgraded and it's really big, so I don't have to rely on the spell weakness to be the way that I handle the boss. Also, I'm not really good at stacking spell weakness on the boss. Get him. Enhance your lifespan. Do I need another silent fight? I mean, yeah. Stand in front of the yellow one, I think, definitely. Do I want the Drake to eat the damage on this floor? Sure. If this is what I have to do in order to get all the money that I need for the next area, this is what I have to do in order to get all the money I need for the next area. So I'll have to do it in order to get all the money I need for the next area. Good turn. Hard pass, maybe? Oh, I'll just drag there. Mostly to get it out of the deck, to be honest. As well as protect the Legion of Wax. Not that it really matters. Okay. So, that's a really good combo. You have Ultimate Penance at the top of the draw pile. Fine. I'll hold. This is so cute. Oh, it's for each round of combat. Oh. Fair enough. Thankfully, we still have the winnies in there. Nice. No. Reform a unit and enhance it with... Hang on. Oh, do you reform the Legion of Wax? I thought it was like you buff it instead, but it keeps all enhancements as well. I'm not gonna do it, mind, but it does do that. You can apply one arm and nowhere I can put that. Apply Frozen to a card in your hand. That is really good for keeping the Helical Crystals until the exact time that I want them. But it's also another card in my deck. It only denies me one draw the first time I draw it. Well, actually, no, another draw after I cycle through. I think not. Only just not. I think my card consistency is going to come out of removing cards rather than getting extra cards that give me the ability to hold cards. Feels like those are both different ways to approach the way to do it, but this is going to be the more consistent way of doing it. No, Frostbite. Extinguish abilities trigger an additional time? on my own Legion of Wax. That just gets me an extra twin of Wax. Is that good? I don't know if that's good. Alright, Caverns. Show me something crazy. Bone Shaker stops near an abandoned remains of a train. Looks to belong to a merchant. The train seems to still have some wares. A few goods remain from the clans of the Hellhorned, Melting Remnant, and Umbra. They're out in the open for the taking, but taking something may cause the remaining pieces to fall apart. Umbra has Trample, which would be really good. No, it's not. Again, I have my multi-strike sweep units in the backline. Umbra actually has a lot of... wait, it's a consumable card, so that's probably just going to be morsels or space. Remnant. That'll be... It might be burnout application and consumption. Although it'll be... Isn't it burnout application and consumption on the floor? No, but it's only to friendly burnout units gain burnout. Okay, then Hellhorned, obviously, Rage. Apparently you can't get the tomes from this event, by the way. I was told that you get the potion. So, like, if I take this and it gives me... Actually, that's not proving anything, right? I'll take it. It's exactly the one that I thought it was going to be because it's the potion. That doesn't prove anything, but that's what I was told on stream. That it's just the potion. Okay. But yeah, it does say... Yeah, apply 3 burnout to friendly burnout units. That's just extra burnout on my Rector. Honestly, these Frozen Lances are really hard to play because, like, the frontline unit oftentimes is really big and I'm just waiting for it to get killed by the Rector Flicker instead. Helical Crystals is another way to supplement. Honestly, I think it's time to get the Frozen Lances out of the deck. I'm also looking at this Merchant of Trinkets, like, do I even bother re-rolling or do I just purge 2 cards? Jackstrips won't have a chance to really do anything because I already have the sweep. Extinguish abilities triggering an additional time is nice, but honestly, like, pivoting towards making the Legion of Wax better when I already have a deck that is really good without the Legion of Wax, that happens to have a Legion of Wax, seems it's an expensive thing to do. I'm gonna re-roll and then we'll decide. Maybe this on the second the unit during a turn, gain 3 energy. Energy is a little bit of a problem for us. Is it? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. It's not that much of a problem for us. It's not really a problem for us, is it? Next area might be Merchant of Steel. No, too many card options. Duping Urchin Spines is incredible. No, we're going this way. So we're not going Merchant of Steel in the next area, which means we don't have a shop in the next area, which means if we want to purge cards, we purge cards now. The more cards we remove from this deck, like with every card we remove from this deck, the deck gets way better, but it gets better at a faster rate than beforehand. Effectively, what's happening here is, like, if you remove... An example of this is if you have a 100 card deck and you remove 1 card, the deck will play almost exactly the same. If you have a 6 card deck and you remove 1 card, you will draw the same hand every single turn. It makes it incredibly consistent. The difference matters, right? It's effectively like the card, think of it less as like 1 card and more as a percentage of the deck being removed. And we're like, the further we go down, the more and more of a percentage each next removal is. Big problem here is that while I want the random artifact, the spikes will invariably kill my Silophytes. So I have to pass this one up. So this is actually a situation where I finally get to set up on the bottom floor. Nice. Oh yeah, sack a drag. Hell yeah. Love it. Legion Wax on the next floor probably. Yeah, engulfed in smoke only saves me 5, right? Well, actually, if I put the Dreg on the next floor anyway, does it really matter? Because next line might be... Yeah, next... The next enemy might be more annoying. Thank heck we got the extra burnout timer there. Woo! Obviously, Helical Crystal just goes on the top line now. Bye. Oh, this is gonna be so rude to bosses. I'm so ready for it, though. And the thing is, even if it managed to kill all of my units, as soon as it ascends, I draw Helical Crystals, I blow it up. My deck is currently 7 cards in play after I start removing, like, you know, playing all my minions and stuff like that. Apply Endless to a friendly unit? Probably not. Another Engulfed in Smoke makes a little bit of sense, honestly, at this point. But also just reducing the cost. No. The more, again, adding cards right now is a problem. Removes the consistency. Significantly reduces the consistency. Ice Storm would be very powerful when upgraded, but it competes for upgrades against all of my other spells right now. It gives me a term that a new colleague and friend of mine, Sneaky Tick, would like to call upgrade debt. I have to go out this way. So I am introducing a new card to the deck at this point, yes. But it's Urchin Spikes applying 4 spell weakness. Which basically, this will, you'll see, it's, as soon as we go to the Seraph, you'll see. Cannot be healed. But plus 10 health to all of my units. Honestly, I have no healing in the deck yet, and I've got very little time left to find it. So, I'm okay with taking that. Incant abilities trigger an additional time. That is ridiculous, but I'm pretty certain I have no way to maximize, capitalize on it, rather. Units cost -2 is actually really good, though. Just, like, it removes pretty much the biggest energy cost that I have in my deck, which is the Legion of Wax. Helical Crystals, like, I don't always play, whereas Legion of Wax I always pretty much want to play to get out of my hand. Dupe anything. It was you. Oh, actually, we're up against Fel. Fel is a flying boss. Perfect. Perfectamundo. All I have to make sure is that the bottom floor constantly kills so that the top floors are free, so that as soon as Fel goes to the top floor, it is time to die. Oh, no! Statues! No one told me there'd be statues! Also, the sweep here isn't going to be enough. That's really annoying. That's a thing I'm not going to be able to do much about for a while. I don't like that. Enhance your timer, get rid of the weighted contrition. Still gonna leave that one on the field. Okay, at least it's just one though. Unfortunately, it will prevent my ability to play Urchin Spines this turn. Really unfortunate, that. Seraph, please don't go to the middle floor. Thank you. Whiplash, starting to get those more regularly, feeling better about it. Stay on the middle floor, please. I don't know if that's a thing they ever do, but please, for my sake. Yeah, that was never gonna happen, was it? Okay, I'm getting the burnout timer really high. I'm feeling good about that. Come on. Any floor up. Nope, never mind. You just stood there. That's fine. That's fine. That was 850 damage 2 times. Pyre bound. Deal 100 damage to the front enemy unit. Can only be used in the pyre room and the floor below it. Which to me effectively says can only be used in the pyre room. No. It's so situational. It's real difficult for me to use. I don't need the extra capacity anymore. Extra energy is... Like, extra energy is a little nice occasionally. But honestly, if I reduce the cost of engulfed in smoke or helical crystals, it's no longer needed. Or Herschel's compound there. Just need to get another reduction. Removal, money, Merchant of Steel for possible more removal. Duplication doesn't really matter to me anymore. Doesn't matter to me much, as much as removing cards from my deck again at this point. Okay, that's interesting. So there's the second Silophyte here. I think, honestly, like, wax is no longer a thing I care about. I'm going to upgrade you and also give you quick, which is actually going to stop a lot of damage. A huge amount of damage. The dregs do get out of the deck in the first cycle. But I also need to set up faster, so I'm removing them. Definitely. Let's purge one more card as well. In fact, I might be done removing cards now. So we do have... there's another dupe on that side. Sorry, another double removal on that side. But we do have a Merchant of Magic over here as well as some money. So we'll go there. We'll get 2 spell reduction costs. Probably one on Helical, probably the other on the Engulfed in Smoke. I might end up removing Engulfed in Smoke at that point, actually. Non-boss enemy units enter with spikes 5. Again, this is like one of the most punishing things that could happen to me because it will remove my Silophytes instantly. I can't take it. That sucks. If that was like gain armor 50, I'd still take it, but I can't take this one. Legion, Whiplash, Urchin, Siphon, Engulfed in Smoke. And then it still dies anyway. Don't know why I bothered playing all of those on it. I think it's just because I like seeing the spell weakness number get very big. Honestly, Engulfed in Smoke, it like... calling it now, that's getting nerfed. I'm not saying I want it to be nerfed. I'm just saying it will definitely be. and that I will understand fully when it is. Didn't even have time to build more spell weakness on it because the enemy was already dying before it even gets to attack me. No, wait. Oh, it attacked me once. Oof. That was a close one. It got a hit in. Formless Child. It is heartless. Extinguish. Return a random defeated unit to your hand. Enhance it with +40. So that returns it to your hand. Rather... that'd be a good way to get Legion of Wax back. I don't need any of these, but it's interesting. It returns it to your hand rather than reforming it, so it doesn't give it the negative that comes with that. The negative that comes with reforming, obviously, being burnout. It'll die again next turn. Unless it's already a burnout unit, in which case it gives it better results, you know? Stack again? I mean, come on. You can't not, right? Holdover. Actually... no, sometimes on this, they'll... yeah, no, there will be enemies on this. Anything else I could hold... I mean, I could hold over helical crystals, honestly. Yeah. There are going to be floors that are... ah, no, I spent too much money before I checked the other thing. Hang on, merchant trinkets. Max units gain endless, don't care. Exos cards, get +3, don't care. Days, don't care. Roll. Spells gain an extra upgrade slot. And then that's 80. I don't have the ability to buy that and then also give holdover to, you know, like an Urchin Spines or something. Magic power +3 is... not awful. But it prevents me from getting holdover. I think holdover goes on helical crystals. I just want helical crystals every turn at this point. Alright, Seraph. Seraph will remove half of any buff and debuff stacks, which is why we need to blow you up in a turn. That Light Wings gets to attack my pile. I'll get a Legion of Wax on the top floor. It'll take care of those. There we go. Hello, Legion of Wax. Has to go on the top floor. Because Seraph could go to the top floor and put it there. That floor already dies. So that's half of your HP already with the helical crystals. Ah, I had the energy to cast that. I should have cast that on a different floor, so I would have triggered holdover, so I would have gotten it back. Ah, do I actually need to trigger holdover to get it back? Do I want to trigger holdover to get it back at all? This is what I was talking about. This is why I couldn't consume helical crystals, because we'd have things like this where I need to use the helical crystals to get rid of some gilded wings or something like that. You're removing half of your own stacks every time as well, which is definitely an uphill battle here, I'll say that. Have to remove some of the spell weakness just to get rid of that unit. Did have to get rid of that unit though, so fair enough. I mean, you'll always have a minion in front of you because you keep putting the light wings in front of yourself. So I guess my battle is just get enough spell weakness on you that you happen to die even with something in front of you. 300 damage right there. Oh, there's the Seraph. Oh my god, are you kidding me? I did all of this specifically so that I could kill the Seraph with the helical crystals, and now it's gonna die to my big boy. It's gonna get one round of attacks off as well. Oh, spell weakness good. These sweep units with an upgrade and a frontliner. Mwah. Ooh, what a spicy unit right there. I can feel my lips tingling and a little bit of Szechuan peppercorn. What a spicy unit, I'm saying. Got the frozen heart down. Hey, that's level 10 on our Remnant as well. Just got the achievement for it. 5 different cards, picked up their golden borders now. Remnant is Wickless Recruitments. It's a rare card. Remove all burnout and debuff effects from a unit. Oh, whoa. You don't... Oh, also, look at the image for that. Wait, it'll happen. One sec. Nice. Stygian levels up and gets Lodestone Totem, incant, apply sap 1 to enemy. That's huge. That is ridiculous. Because you can cast multiple... You might be able to make a pyre build with the amount of saps that you can get in Stygian. Oh. Keen to see that build. Enemy unit center with Frostbite too. Oh, that's so good. Anything with 3 or less health just dies. Nice. Not bad, if I do say so myself. I'm going to end it on the run summary screen, as I have been asked in the comments before. For the moment, though, I will say that my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves. There's a playlist in the description down below with all of my content on this game, past, present, and future, game, past, present, and future, rather. Mess up that sentence. As well as a link to my Twitch, where I play this game almost every day for 4 hours. And you can come and hang out and talk about the game. It's a good fun time. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you then.